Belle has her dating profiles up. She's looking for a wealthy new man, but her hired help is serving way too many yappuccinos, telling all the locals about how they're rolling in the sheets. Hell's Belle Part 2. Soon, wealthy men begin to reply to her ad. They visit Indiana, they're bringing loads of cash. They're thinking, yeah, I've got a hunk of a woman. Let me settle down with her. Let's own this farm together and build our wealth. We're talking multiple men, 20, 30, 40. They're coming to the farm. All of a sudden, they change their mind. They disappear. Now, later it's revealed Belle started ordering large trunks to be delivered to her farm. One man said Belle was so strong she would just lift this giant trunk up over her head and bring it into the farmhouse. Some of the family members of the many men who traveled across America to marry Belle were starting to get suspicious, like, where did he go? Ray, who's been putting in that work, is realizing, I want to marry Belle. I want to own this farm as well. But Belle fires him. She replaces him by hiring a guy named Joe Maxon. Now, one night, Joe is sleeping, and all of a sudden, he smells a lot of smoke. He wakes up to realize Belle's farmhouse is set ablaze. Afterwards, they find the remains of 3 children and 1 woman missing her head. Authorities are investigating, and they notice these depressions in the hog pen. So naturally, they start digging, and they find the remains of bodies. So many bodies. Bones, skulls, 13 bodies. And because people knew that Belle had fired Ray, he was arrested and charged with arson and unaliving. He went to trial. He was found guilty of arson, but not the unaliving. So you're thinking case closed, right? Belle and her children were found in the house, not alive. But where was this lady's head? And the coroner examining the body of the woman said that the person was probably 5'5". Now remember, Belle, she was a larger woman. Somewhere in the wreckage, they found a set of teeth, and they brought in a dentist to try to identify. And he confirms, yup, these are the teeth of Belle Gunness. But people doubt this account because they're thinking, Belle probably planted her bridge work there. Allegedly, Ray later confessed that Belle was still alive, she was just on the run, and he had been helping her get rid of the bodies. Conservatively, they're saying Hell's Belle got rid of 24 people easily. That's a conservative number. Some people think it's upwards of 40 victims. Do you think she faked her own passing? I'm not really sure, but what I do know is that Belle Gunness was diabolical.